All right, let's do a walkthrough on this drum and bass project I'm working on. So in the beginning, we have this bass sound that's being automated down with this reverb plugin called Endless Smile, and it's going up in formant. So if I just solo these out right here, that's what that sounds like. Alongside that, I have this break that's being automated up in formant. One thing to know about using the formant versus the pitch on drums is anything that's like really transient heavy, like this is, like a drum loop, the formant is going to have a lot more, it's going to carry a lot more weight. So you're going to hear this and it's just going to basically sound like the entire thing is just pitching up. Right, and then we layered that with a couple impacts right here, and then we have this vocal, and I'll go through all the vocal chains right now, but this intro sounds like this.
It's fancy cause I'm legit and I'm running shit. SPADE is gonna teach you how to boom, bitch. Straight from overseas to my motherfucking dope.
Alright, so let's go through that vocal chain. I also want to bring all these snares down, so I'm going to select all similar clips, and they're all going to come down right there.
It's fancy cause
yeah, that's good. And also these, I think. Select all similar clips, just a little bit. This is all a little bit too harsh for me. And then my vocal chain, so without any vocal chain, it sounds like this.
it's fancy. It's fancy cause I'm legit and I'm running shit. SPADE.
And then with the vocal chain.
It's fancy cause I'm legit and I'm running shit. SPADE is.
So basically I'm using this to add a little bit of saturation and crispiness. I think I already, so what I can't show you right now is this is stem extracted from the original version of it, which was already an acapella, but it still had some of the drum artifacts on it. So I just used the FL stem splitter to isolate the vocal even more, and then I EQ'd out the low end. And so then we get to this effects chain, which is that I showed you, this plugin called Vitamin that I love. It's like compression, it's multi-band compression, but you can, you know, do the width individually. As far as bands, you can solo out the band. So if I do this, I want more of that.
Straight from overseas to my
Less of
motherfucking
that.
dope track shit. It's fancy cause I'm legit.
Definitely less of this.
It's fancy cause I'm legit and I'm running shit. SPADE is gonna teach you how to boom, bitch. Straight from overseas to my motherfucking dope track. Shipment come.
And then this will just mix in the dry signal. So it's a really cool plugin. I love this one. I use that on my vocals all the time, and I also use this on my own vocals all the time. And this is like multi-band dynamics. You'll see what it does. Like it's gonna pull out these frequencies, and however strong I have it, it's going to pull out that much from this band. So I don't have it doing anything to the high. I actually might have it affect the high a little bit.
It's fancy cause I'm legit and I'm running shit. SPADE is gonna teach you how to boom, bitch. Straight from overseas to my motherfucking dope track. Shipment come.
And then it's just going through another EQ. And that sounds like this with a sub bass and a kick snare pattern. Very simple stuff going on up here. I have this side chained. I guess I can show you the side chain really quick. It's just the FL Studio limiter side chain. I'm not using anything special, so you'll see the kick is gonna duck out the sub bass right here.
It's fancy cause I'm legit and I'm running shit. SPADE is better teach you how to boom, bitch. Straight from overseas to my mother.
Those purples are the kick digging into this sub bass. And then we get to here, and this is where I'm actually going to do something that I have not done in this project yet. So this is the mix level for this same vocal, but basically I chopped it up to be like this because I thought it ended on a really cool.
Graduated so weak, now I'm finna boom click, 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 boom.
Because it's like using like boom, like he says boom crack, and that reminds me of like a kick snare. So I was like using those two words like boom crack, boom crack, boom. So I was like, kind of like using his words as like a kick and snare. I thought that was cool. And you can hear just, this is like a kaleidoscope plugin. I'm not even sure. It's a weird effect. I barely ever use it, but I really like it here. And it's just automating up, and it's going to automate all the way out. And what we're also going to do is put that endless smile onto this and make sure it ends before the drop. And so I select that amount of time first, and then I'm going to put onto this track this endless smile, and I'm going to click on this knob, click on that, and then I'm going to right click, create automation clip, and it'll create an automation clip for this within the time that I selected, which is exactly what I want. And so I'll put that with this, and then I'm going to click exactly once right here, and that is it. That's exactly all I'm going to do.
Graduated so weak, now I'm finna boom click, 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 boom click.
Oh, I forgot I have to keep this on. This is such a weird thing. I think it's because I have the demo version of Kaleidoscope, so it drops out. So I'm just like cheating it by having it literally drop out the dry wet. It doesn't matter. So let's start from right here. And it's important that it lands right here without any verb going like bleeding into the drop. So with everything, it's gonna sound like this.
You waited so weak, now I'm finna boom click, 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 boom click,
And so that's pretty much all I got so far. Obviously, like this is just a lot of chopping and slicing basses. I can show you some of the processing I did to get to that bass. I use Rift in combination with Fuse Compressor. So it's basically distortion and multiband ODT. And I'm using another Fuse Compressor on the finished product of that. I believe is going through one of these. Yeah, so it's going through this Fuse Compressor, which is just basically, this is not, it's like a 40% dry wet, 35%, and it's taming the low end a little bit because it was a little bit harsh. And so that's where I'm at with this drum and bass project. I hope that that was insightful a little bit, and let me know what questions you have or what content you want to see.